to let it flow. Let the emotions flow, right? Be open about how you feel. Be authentic. Be present in the now, and just, I feel like there's something you need to get off your chest. Okay, Aquarius, let's get started and see what messages we have for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the major themes? What are the major themes for Aquarius? Oh, we got 4 cards. Okay, let's take them in order. First card is Clean It Up, then Orphaned, Message in a Bottle, and Between Two Worlds was the final card that came out for you. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck as well. Round and round. Okay, Aquarius. So you're going round and round this week with something that you're really being guided to make amends here, or to sort of repair something, to clean it up, as it were. Something here that you sort of felt unseen, you felt left behind. It's time to go back to this. I feel like there's a communication here that is going to push you from one world to the next. And you've been going round and round about this. You keep going round and round about this. You've been thinking about this, moving round and round about it, really trying to come into an understanding that I feel aligns with yourself here. But really what needs to happen is, I feel like seeing that Clean It Up card makes me feel like there's something here that you need freedom from. You're holding a burden here that is no longer needed, and you're needing to sweep it out. You need to clear this energy. And I feel like this portion of your reading is guiding you, that you're going round and round until you can sort of sweep this away. And it's time to sort of release that bogged down emotional yucky feeling that you're holding, that's causing you to sort of not feel good. Like, it's like you feel overwhelmed, or you feel like, you know, that feeling when even your physical environment needs to be cleaned up. We don't feel comfortable sometimes in that space where we need to, you know, maybe something that's been neglected for a long time needs, you know, maybe there's a room in the house that's been neglected, it needs to be dusted, it needs to be swept out, it needs to almost be sterilized of that energy. And I feel like it's time to come clear. It's time to clear the air. And there's a message here, message in a bottle. There's a communication that's necessary. Aquarius, I feel like you're going to be moving into another timeline, but something needs to be cleared up first. Something needs to be cleared up first. Let's have a look at the tarot cards here. Round and round. So you're going around and around because you need to look at this from a different perspective before you can let it go, maybe, before it can be cleaned up. 2 threes. We see the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So something about relationships is keeping you going round and round. You're trying to rebuild a foundation here, but you're sort of stymied, I think, about how to do it. I feel like you're trying to build out a new foundation for some relationships here, when really it's challenging you. I feel like you're challenged in terms of how much of this is fixable. I don't know why fixable is in my mind. I feel like instead of sort of letting it go, I feel like you're wanting to repair something. I feel like you want to repair something, and let's have a look at what that is. What is Aquarius wanting to repair? Interesting. We see Temperance and the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That really makes me feel like, as you're trying to repair a connection that's been lost, and it's not moving. There's a stagnation here. I feel like the only way to give this another look from a new perspective is what I'm seeing with the Page of Cups, is through a transformative conversation. It's almost like there's a conversation that needs to happen to clear the air. Yeah, you got to clear the air with someone here. Message in a bottle, a Page of Rods in reverse. So you might not be feeling ready to clear the air, but it's almost like you feel like that's what's necessary. But it's almost like there's a part of you Aquarius, that I can see like you've got your arms folded up and you're saying, no, I'm not going to be the one to reach out. I'm not reaching out first. There's a part of you that doesn't want to reach out first, and it feels like it's based in your will. Like it's like you would lose face, or you would lose the upper hand if you were to contact first. I feel like this is something that maybe, I feel like it's old. This feels old. This feels like something that happened in the past that you want to bring back to life, and it needs you to make contact, but you're resisting that contact, and you're also sort of it almost feels like you're patient, but you're also not going to make the first move. This is interesting, seeing Temperance here. I feel like you're sitting in a space where you're trying to look at this from a perspective that's patient, and you're trying to go with the flow. But you keep coming back. You keep coming back to feeling like this needs resolution before you can move on. There's something that needs resolution before you can move on, but for some reason I don't think you want to take the first step. You don't want to make the first move. Let's look at Between Two Worlds, which is also the number 3 in terms of the number here. We see the Emperor in reverse with the Queen of Swords. That's very intriguing to me. That's very intriguing to me. And the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands in reverse. This is telling me quite the tale, Aquarius. I can't help but feel like right now you're at a time where you're feeling sort of like you don't want to make the first move on something that needs to be cleaned out, and you haven't been able to let it go. Round and round here, and we see time for a nap underneath and milk and honey. So I can't help but feel like it's time to let this go, but you haven't been able to. You haven't been able to. And there may be even conversations happening here with close friends about how to rebuild this challenge situation. And I can't help but feel like seeing the Emperor in reverse with the Queen of Swords makes me feel like, you're feeling kind of two minds here. There's a part of you that feels really certain and has a lot of conviction. And I feel like it's almost like that's how you feel about this situation. When I see that Queen of Swords here, is that, you're feeling like certain in your mind, but I can't help but feel like maybe it's not completely certain. I feel like it's a time where you're feeling strong convictions. And sometimes our convictions can come out of our defenses. So that's why I'm saying I don't know if it's certain, but it's almost like, again, forgive me, Aquarius, but there's almost like a little bit of self-righteousness here. Like you don't want to reveal that you feel a lack of confidence in this situation. I feel like there may be a part of you that feels rejected, that the masculinity was rejected. And that's not gendered, but the part of you that is the masculine energy, I almost feel like you could be feeling rejected here. And that there could be a part of you that doesn't want that to be known, which is why I'm saying that you could be defensive. I feel like seeing the Queen of Swords with the Emperor says that you're feeling defensive because the part of you that sort of resonates as a leader and has that masculine energy to make decisions and choices felt undermined. And you don't want to reveal that. So you have a heavy guard. You have your guard up. But the interesting thing is, Aquarius, it's keeping you from transitioning to the next phase of things. And that's not to say that you need to make amends by like reconnecting with this person, but it feels to me like you need to transform either how you're looking at it or have a conversation with them. I feel like we're seeing message in a bottle because there's a conversation that you need to get something off your chest. You need to clear the air. But you must be grounded in the present for that, which is why I feel like we're seeing Temperance, in that I feel like this situation has a lot of past energy associated with it, which is why you've been going round and round, trying to, like, you've been going and you keep arriving back at the same spot where, again, the guidance is clear the air, transform these feelings of rejection, and communicate something that needs communicating. And I feel like the only thing holding you back is your will and this defensiveness that you feel, right? You're feeling defensive. Now, to close out this reading, let's see what is the guidance for Aquarius. What is the guidance for Aquarius as they move through this scenario? Emotion. Practice radical honesty. Yes, connect with your intuition. Release control and judgment. Your actions impact the world. Respond rather than react, and allow the emotion. There's the image, and there are the words. So this is a time where instead of exercising your will, I feel like Aquarius, you're being guided to exercise your emotion and to speak honestly, to let it flow. Let the emotions flow, right? Be open about how you feel. Be authentic. Be present in the now, and just, I feel like there's something you need to get off your chest. You need to communicate something, and that communication, I'm not suggesting one way or the other what the outcome will be of that communication, but I feel like what will happen is that you will be able to move into the next chapter of whatever it is that you're moving towards. And that could be delayed right now because of this sort of inaction that's happening due to will. There's a conversation that needs to happen, Aquarius. Are you going to have it this week or not? I feel like if you do have it, you're going to be letting go of a lot of feelings of paranoia, of conflict, of ego. It feels like by having this conversation, by getting this off your chest, you're really going to be clearing the air around you. This is going to shift your energy and help you build a path towards something, I feel, brand new. But it's going to involve a new emotional expression here. Some new, fresh emotions of expression. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to share this video, especially if it's resonated for you and you'd like to see more. I hope to see you again very soon for another reading, and I'm sending you so much love and light, Aquarius. Have a good week.